Welcome to the Art of Procurement, the official podcast of the Catalystco community. And our purpose is to enhance the impact of procurement by elevating the discussion one conversation at a time. Here at Art of Procurement, Catalysts come together every single week to share their challenges, ideas, successes, and perspectives on the business of procurement. Hi there, I'm Philip Eitzen, and thank you for tuning in to the Art of Procurement today. If you're a regular listener, you'll know that we typically publish an interview every Monday. But this month, we're celebrating Take Action October. So for October only, we're publishing a 5-minute daily micropod to help you take action to elevate the influence and the impact of both yourself and your team. If you're joining us midway through this series, listen to episode 204. That will give you more details on Take Action October and the daily 5-minute podcast. I also explain the concept of a vehicle in that episode, which in my experience is the single most important factor that determines your ability to translate learnings into action. In today's Take Action podcast, I want to talk to you about understanding what a supplier really wants out of a deal. So earlier in my career, I picked up a project to buy childcare services. My site that I was responsible for, we'd never had a childcare centre, but our executive leadership team believed that it would be a great tool for staff retention. Our headquarters in the UK was relatively remote, or at least as remote as the UK goes. And so we started a regular sourcing exercise to identify a provider to build out and manage the childcare centre. And after a lengthy RFP process, we identified our shortlist, our final 3. And then, just as we were getting ready to start further discussions with those final 3, came cuts to our site's operating budget, and with it, the budget for the childcare centre. So we now had a challenge. Our leadership had committed to our employees and to new hires that they brought on board that a childcare centre was on its way. And now we had no way to pay for it. But rather than cancel the project, we started to dig deeper with our final 3 and asked a lot of questions to uncover what their real motivations for bidding on the project were. And I say that I'd certainly assumed at first that they were all in it for profit, or at the best, they were in it for their revenue, but it was a financial decision. What we found when we did this digging and additional due diligence was that there was a single provider, and they were a US-based provider that actually wanted this business because it would be their first childcare centre in the UK. They wanted to use it as a flagship to announce their expansion into the UK and to use when pitching their other US headquartered clients that had large offices in the UK. So for them, it wasn't about profit at all, and it wasn't about revenue either. Those were just a bonus. So rather than scupper the deal, we were able to work out an innovative solution. We had a building. They had the childcare expertise. So we structured a deal where we gave them the building free of charge. After all, that was a sunk cost for us. And in return, they operated our childcare centre free of charge. The reason I share this story is because we're quick to assume the motivations of a particular supplier or a potential supplier, and yet knowing their real motivations may actually open up an opportunity to be a lot more creative in crafting a scope or different commercial terms. So my action challenge today is this. The next time that you're in a negotiation, take the time to dig deeper so that you can better understand exactly what the motivations of the other party are. This, you may actually get it from outside of the negotiation. It may come from public sources, in the case of a supplier being a public company. But it's much more likely that it's going to come from a focus on just asking more deeper questions. The best salespeople, they're taught to ask questions and let the buyer speak. So now it's your turn to do the same. Thanks for joining me for this special Take Action October podcast from the Art of Procurement. You can check out today's question by going to artofprocurement.com/takeaction2018. If the idea of taking small actions on a regular basis is something that resonates with you, I'd love for you to check out the details of our Procurement Capability Development Program, the Catalystco platform. The Catalysco platform translates dots into lines. So taking individual pieces of learning, insight, validation, and inspiration and connecting them to coordinated strategies and actions, that's really important, that elevate your influence and your impact. The Catalysco platform helps procurement professionals all around the world become truly trusted advisors. So if that's something that you would like to check out, visit artofprocurement.com/TCP. That's artofprocurement.com/TCP. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another Take Action October daily podcast.